Welcome back to another news video. What I got for you guys in today's videos, I'm going to show you guys everything that you can expect in the Season 2 update that we know of so far, whether it's leaked in the files, teased by Infinity Ward, or just some things that have been revealed to us by insiders. We got so much news to cover, so much to talk about. Let's go ahead, let's get into it. So first we'll talk about the things you probably know. So Season 2 is going to be starting on February 1st. We have exactly a month from now until it does begin, and then it's going to be Japanese themed. So based on the leaked key artwork that we have, we assume that it is going to be Japanese themed. It's pretty obvious. We have, for example, the castle map in the background. That is a Japanese map. A lot of the operators are Japanese. We do have Ronin being a brand new operator, which I'll talk about the operators here in just a second. But there is so many things that are Japanese related from the Season 2 leaks that we ended up getting. So that is going to be the theme of it. That's going to be the date of it. Now, here's everything that is going to be coming in with Season 2. So first, if we're following the same pattern as we did with Season 1 and Season 1 Reloaded, they're probably going to do something very similar. We are going to be getting 4 DLC weapons. Now, I've already made a video talked about the 4 DLC weapons that we potentially could get. There's no confirmation on exactly which ones. The only 2 that I have the most confidence that are being added based on the news and information we have. The first one being the crossbow. They even went as far as telling us the different ammo types that are going to be available: explosive, carbon, stun, fire. So I've already talked about these in a past video. If you want more details on all the DLC weapons and all the news and leaks that we have for them, check the link in the description. But the second weapon that I didn't really talk too much about, but this one's probably almost guaranteed at this point, is a katana or sword. So the reason why I say that is I didn't even notice it. It was right there in front of me in the Season 2 artwork. I'm very sorry I can't show you guys for the copyright purposes, but if you search Season 2 artwork or leaked artwork, you will be able to find these photos. But yeah, Ronin is carrying a sword, and we don't have Ronin in the game. We don't have a sword or katana in the game. So these 2 are most likely going to be added in Season 2. That's the reason why we believe so. But yeah, it was just right there in front of me the whole time, and I didn't even see it. So that right off the rip is probably a DLC weapon that we are going to be receiving. That's proof enough, in my opinion. They wouldn't put a sword as artwork if they're not going to be adding it in that season. But anyways, let's talk about some other things that we have. So yesterday, we talked about the Resurgence map that we're going to be getting. And then within that map, there's going to be a castle location, which is what was leaked in the artwork. We thought it was going to be a 6v6. It's not. It's actually going to be bigger than that. It's going to be a ground war mode. If you guys see like those big ground war maps and invasion maps that we have in the game, it's going to be exactly like that. So that is going to be one of the few maps that we have right there. Now, speaking of maps, it seems like they're probably going to be adding a larger map like Castle, and then they're going to be adding a smaller one, and then potentially even more additional ones for 6v6. Now, the reason why I say this is because leakers have said that Gunfight Gamemode will be coming in Season 2. So this is going to be coming in a 2v2 style, sort of like the Gulag. And then on top of that, obviously, to be able to play this, you would need very small maps. So the cool thing is a leaker posted this. He said, gunfight maps for Modern Warfare 2 have been leaked out. Looks like 1 to 2 per season. Others may be gunfight launch maps. So we got Runway, Castle, Convoy, the Gulag, Showers, and then just a bunch of them. And these are all 2v2 design maps, more bright than Modern Warfare 19 maps, hopefully, is what he said. So yeah, it seems like they are going to be bringing that mode into Season 2. Along with it, they're going to be obviously launching it with its own different maps. I don't want to count these as DLC maps because they're only going to be available in this mode. They're super tiny maps. You can't play them in 6v6. So I don't really consider these DLC maps. We could probably be seeing 2 or 3 of these, and it's not going to count towards the actual maps that we're going to be getting. So this season we ended up getting Shoot House and we ended up getting Shipment. So maybe we'll be getting Castle, and then there will be another multiplayer 6v6 map. Now, the cool thing about this is Gunfight is going to launch in 2v2, but it's going to have the option to change in the Reloaded update. So he said later on in the Reloaded update, we'll hopefully see the launch of 3v3 and 1v1 modes in Gunfight. So that's hopefully doesn't mean it's going to actually happen. As of right now, obviously, these are all leaks. Nothing is confirmed by Infinity Ward themselves. Once we get some confirmation on that, I'll make a video and let you guys know. But as of right now, everything that I say here is leaks, and anything can happen, whether they get released, whether they get scrapped. Just because they're in the files doesn't mean they're actually going to be released. But let's go on and let's talk about the operators. So we know that Ronin is going to be one of the operators. We ended up getting a total of 3 different operators this season, and then 6 if you want to count the little exclusive event that we had with the soccer players. So yeah, 3. We had 1 in the Battle Pass, and then 2 came in Reloaded. So in this case, we're going to be getting getting one at the start with the battle pass, and then maybe 2 with the reloaded update when it drops. So one of the operators that we recently saw in the game with one of the newer updates was with building 21. Velikan was added as a boss, so it seems to me that they could potentially be adding him, teasing him for season 2. Obviously in the lore and things like that with Shadow Company relating to DMZ and all that, he does play a big role, so potentially we could be seeing him as one of the operators in the game that's going to be added with season 2. Now the main one that I know for sure is going to be added is going to be Ronin. Obviously, he's in both of the artworks. He's going to be returning 100%. He's probably going to be in the Battle Pass, most likely, probably with the start of Season 1. So this is going to take us on to the Battle Pass talk. So with the Season 1 start, obviously, there's going to be a Battle Pass with a bunch of different rewards. And if it follows the same system that we had here, it's going to start with like a tree system. So you start off with a little section, and then you have to work your way through the sections, and then you can unlock pretty much whatever you want. So there's probably going to be DLC weapons in there, and then you're going to want to work your way around the tree to pretty much get to whatever item that you want to unlock first as fast as possible. So being the last tier, the bonus tier section is probably going to be a Ronin type of style, sort of like how it is with Zeus. So with Ronin, you'll be able to unlock him in the very beginning when you purchase the battle pass, and then after that, once you get to the very end, there's going to be like an additional style or cool variant for him to have. Now, some other things that we have is potential Warzone and DMZ updates. With DMZ, probably has to do with like the whole resurgence map and things like that that's going to be going on. There's going to be new missions, new things to unlock, probably new bosses. You know how with DMZ, how they have like specific DLC weapons that are added with new bosses, and to be able to get the DLC weapon, you'll have to exfil with them, or you'll have to do some missions, or you have to get weapon cases, things like that that are going to be added, new locations and stuff. So that's going to be going on. Warzone 2, especially, we're getting that update, but not only are we getting that update, there's going to be more changes that are going to be going on with their stability fixes, things like that. A lot of people have been requesting movement updates. They haven't really been answering us regarding that. I don't see how Resurgence is going to work out if the movement is the same as it's going to be. That mode is going to be a little more hectic. People are going to need to run while plating. People are going to need to move. In my opinion, it's not going to feel at all like the original Resurgence or Rebirth maps were. It's just going to be, a little hectic. But yeah, I want to see what they're going to do with that. Maybe they will do some movement updates. Who knows? I haven't really been answering anyone's questions regarding that. A lot of creators have been asking about movement. They've been giving limited or no answers at all, saying, oh, we don't really like, movement that much. We're just going to do something small, or we will do some updates, but then they don't tell us what they're going to do. So hopefully there's some surprises there in terms of that. But some other things to expect is obviously Raids Episode 2 dropping. That's probably going to drop with Season 2 Reloaded. Now, a lot of these things that I'm telling you, if they do happen, they're not just going to drop them directly in the Season 2 update. There's probably going to be some stuff they're going to save on later for Season 2 Reloaded. So there is a lot of content in store for us. Hopefully they are going to be announcing some things soon, giving us some official news and information so I can share that with you guys. But as of right now, we do have a month. I think everything is going to start really getting crazy within the next 2 weeks, around like January 15th. That's when Infinity Ward is probably going to be starting to give us some sort of announcement, starting to tell us, oh, this is what Season 2 is going to have. Prepare for Season 2, hyping it up, advertising, things like that. And they're probably going to do some updates where they start adding things to the files to prepare, and then leakers will go in there, check it out, and let us know what's going on. But that's all that I got for you guys in today's video. So much in store for this season. I'm super excited. Let me know if you guys are hyped to play Season 2. But yeah, it's been your boy Trizzle. Hopefully I'll be seeing you guys here on the channel again.